Peace, love, and light collective. Thank you so much for tuning in to Cusp of Roses Tarot for your new moon in Cancer chakra tune-in reading. I am super excited to bring this reading to you all. I hope this stream is coming to you in the highest vibration possible. Thank you guys so much for all of your likes, all of your comments, all of your shares and subscriptions, all of that love and support. I am so grateful for all of your donations and your reading requests. You guys are so awesome and so amazing. So I'm very, very grateful to have you all as a part of my family here on YouTube. If you are new to my channel, welcome. I'm so grateful to have you. Make sure that you are subscribed. If you do enjoy my readings or just kind of vibrate well with my energy or like my reading style, I'd love to have you as a part of my family here. And make sure you guys are tapping that bell notification and setting your preference on how to be notified when I do post new videos or when I do go live, okay? So you guys can be a part of that first group that gets to see my videos first and let me know what you think and let me know what resonates. So for this chakra tune-in reading, this new moon in Cancer energy is, I'm feeling it kind of heavy just due to my own Cancer placement. But I'm hoping that it is treating you guys well. So far, we're going to get into just seeing what the vibe is. And we're going to talk about that a little bit later. But as we always do, we're going to start off with a quick prayer, a quick moment of gratitude. Okay, so for those that are new, this is just an opportunity for you to ground your energy and open up your consciousness and your receptors to receive the messages that are most important for you. Okay, please keep in mind that this is a general energy reading. Not everything I say in this video is going to resonate fully with you, and that's okay, right? Just take the parts that feel right and leave the rest. Always, always, always feel free to come back after some time has passed, maybe around that full moon, to rewatch the video to kind of see how far you've come energetically and what else might resonate with you, okay? But just take everything that feels right. Leave what doesn't for someone else, okay? And you can engage in this moment of gratitude in a couple of different ways. You can repeat after me, stating my intentions, my prayers, my affirmations for this reading. You may also recite your own. You can also have a moment of silence. So choose which one works best for you, and we'll go ahead and get started, okay? Heavenly Father, Divine Mother, Holy Spirit, Ascended Masters of Light, my own Divine Ancestral Council, and all Archangels, thank you so much for being here with me and with the collective as a whole under this beautiful new moon in Cancer energy. We're so grateful for this opportunity to connect and ground ourselves. And we thank you for opening us up to the most important messages of love, healing, truth, light, wisdom, for the overall growth, prosperity, abundance, ascension, personal development, joy, and happiness of the collective. We thank you so much, Ancestors Divine and Archangels, for covering us in your love, light, and mercy every single day, lifting us up in courage and in strength to face whatever ups, whatever downs, whatever twists, whatever turns, whatever moments we are encountering. We ask that you grant us the capacity to meet those moments and embrace those moments with grace, with gratitude, with understanding, with compassion, not only for ourselves, but for others, and with love, light, and wisdom where we can. And we're grateful for all those moments of growth. And we're grateful that you continue to guide us to our destined path in this lifetime through signs, through synchronicities, through dreams. We're just so grateful for that love, for that guidance, and that protection. And we ask that by honoring you in this lifetime and continuously honoring our light, that you will continue to love us, continue to guide us, continue to protect us in this lifetime and beyond. And so it is. Alrighty, party people. So with this new moon in Cancer energy, I mean, for me as a reader, Cancer energy really rests really well in the Sacral Chakra. Okay, it's your second chakra, Luna Love. Hi, Luna Love. Thank you so much for being here. Yeah, so I do feel this new moon in Cancer is really giving us just that extra boost of maternal energy, to really nurture ourselves, to really feel and sense and tap into that sensuality, not just around physical connections, but our senses, right? How we sense and feel out our environments, how we sense and feel the world, and really digging deeper into that, and creating that space to nurture what feels right, let go of what doesn't, right? But Cancer being the archetypal mother energy of the zodiac, it really does feel like, if you're feeling called to just kind of take it easy, fall into that yin flow, right? That's just receptive. It doesn't exert a lot of energy. It kind of finds stillness and power in that stillness. Then go with that. That's kind of the vibe that I've been getting a lot with this new moon in Cancer. And I'm excited because this kind of kicks off Leo season. So we get to have that ooey gooey, very warm, very loving, very nurturing, very just electrifying, energy of Cancer right before we get into the fiery Leo, Braveheart, heart chakra energy. So I definitely feel like this is kind of the last pull on our sacral chakra as a collective to really clear out and emotionally cleanse and spiritually cleanse and get in that alignment with what we truly do desire, how we want to be loved, how we want to love, what love looks like for us, what nurturing looks like for us. A lot of mother wounds could be coming out. So if you dealt with a difficult mom relationship growing up or mother relationship growing up, anything that's still residual from that could definitely be surfacing tonight, over the next couple days, even all the way up to the full moon. All right. But it's important to remember that this is just coming out for clearing. And that when you do feel what you feel, that it's okay to feel what you feel, but make sure you're doing the work to change your perspective or rewrite that narrative of what you feel so that it can be healed, so that that wound gets air, so that you're living in your authentic emotion, but also not holding on to it, right? Because with that Cancer energy, shadowy parts of Cancer can be very, very hoardy in the sense of emotions. So they will hoard all the emotions, hoard all the pain, bury it down deep inside, put on that mask and that hard shell of I'm okay, nothing bothers me, but deep down really be bothered. So make sure that you aren't falling back on that, right? Where it is just, you're feeling all that you feel, but you're not allowing that emotion to flow through you, right? You're kind of stopping it. So for a lot of people feel emotions differently, right? People can be very connected to their emotional body, which means when they are sad or when they're happy, it shows as a physical symptom, right? Yeah. And so it's important to just observe and be wise about what you are feeling and how you go about healing it, right? You got to feel it to heal it. So don't avoid it. What else? Yeah, other than that, it's just a lot of heart chakra energy too. And I feel like that heart chakra energy is Leo season coming in, really tapping into that courage, really tapping into that sense of pride about how far you've come, where you've been. I know that a lot of the collective is ending a 2-year cycle of lessons right now. So really embracing that and allowing those lessons to carry over into this new cycle, right? As meaning what you've learned from those lessons, to keep and hold on to that and keep that in perspective. We are nearing a new galactic year, which will start on July 26th. So that's important as well. As the divine feminine archetype continues to rise, this is going to be that next level, that next step for feminine energy, okay? If you are masculine energy, you are going to be feeling your emotions and your feminine energy rise within you, okay? So you might be falling more into that yin and receptive, not feeling so action-oriented, right? Wanting to relax, wanting to kind of just find peace and stillness. All right, so that's a lot. That is a lot coming in. Thank you, ancestors. Yeah. But it's super important to just remember, guys, like your thoughts and your emotions create your reality. Okay, so if you are thinking something and it is causing you emotional distress, you know, try to think of something else so that you don't feel that distress, or do the work to get beneath that distress and really figure out why that thought or why those thoughts cause you those emotions, right? But it is a very heavy time for creation, okay? A lot of feminine energy is also going to start tapping into their higher mother. And what I mean by that is for those that are mothers, aren't yet mothers, expecting mothers, really going to be tapping into that nesting energy, I feel. Whether you're connecting to your children in the spiritual realm or in the physical realm because you have them, right? Or they're still on their way here. You're going to be really feeling that sense. So baby fever might be a thing for some of you guys. Or just really feeling very protective and very connected to your children is going to be a thing, okay? All right, enough talking out of my mouth. Let's go ahead and get into these cards. We're going to be using the Chakra Wisdom Oracle to pull some general energies. Thank you so much, ancestors and divine. What chakras, what chakras does the collective need to be aware of for this new moon in Cancer? Yep, there's that sacral energy. More sacral energy. Oh, crown chakra. Okay. So I was right on point with that. All right, so our first is completion, okay, in the sacral chakra. So exactly that Cancer energy, really looking into our emotions, really allowing our senses, our energy, our thoughts, right, to come to some sort of completion, come full circle. Again, like I mentioned, a lot of the collective is wrapping up a 2-year cycle that started in 2018. And is now entering a new cycle. So whatever that old cycle was really letting go and releasing those attachments, those connections, those emotional pains and those wounds. So, we are under this pandemic, and even before the pandemic, right? If this is still the wounds of a lost lover or a lost family member, right? And what I mean by lost is someone has passed on, and not really coming full to terms with that. And that healing process, right? Healing is ongoing. No one is fully healed. No one is fully ascended. No one is fully, patched up. It's a process. So this does feel like a completion or a sense of acceptance around the past being the past, right? And not holding on, right? Allowing yourself to move forward away from a lifestyle, away from a connection, away from the ideals or the obligations that you might have either placed on yourself or have been raised under. Letting that really go, to be able to move forward. So that cycle of, it does feel like a cycle of pain, emotional pain coming to an end. Can't wait for the 2-year cycle to be gone. Too many challenges. Yeah, Luna Love. A lot of challenges for that part of the collective that started a cycle in 2018. It was very, very much filled with challenges. So now we're moving into that cycle of healing, right? Where it's not going to be as tumultuous, not a lot of resistance, but it's going to be that flow and that acceptance, right? So this is what's coming to an end, right? That cycle in completion, that sacral energy. Moving into that wow, I didn't even see this card fully underneath, but moving into that cycle of self-worth. That's that new cycle that you're now stepping into. So that 2-year period really help you build and see this throne here. And now this is that journey. This is that cycle of walking towards that throne, sitting on that throne and absorbing that healing light and energy and understanding that that throne goes with you wherever you go. That throne is not dictated by the environment that you're in, right? So you can see how this is snowy, not necessarily a space that one would think of when it comes to like a kingdom or a domain, right? Snow can kind of give off that icy, cold, desolate energy, But in this talks about self-worth, right? Knowing that regardless of your environment, regardless of what's happening in your current situation, that you can still sit on that throne of self-worth. You can still value yourself and see yourself as worthy, even if your environment isn't in alignment yet with that sense of worth, right? So for a lot of us, we are coming into that completion mode of those cycles, those paradigms, those perspectives that keep us away from this throne, that keep us feeling as if we don't deserve to sit on this throne of self-worth, that we don't deserve to feel worthy of what we desire, right? That's what's coming to an end. So, right, that completion feeling like, well, I can't be happy if this person isn't with me, right? Or now that this cycle is gone, I don't know what else is coming in, or I don't deserve anything more than this pain or this mourning, right? And understanding that what? Ultimately, crown chakra, creation. You're here to be a co-creator with the universe. You're here to co-create with spirit. You're here to bring in that throne, bring in that kingdom that fits and serves your energy, right? And understanding, I feel like that's a part of that new cycle as well, that this new moon in Cancer is really solidifying, like that connection with spirit, understanding that you, out of healing and those completing and healing those cycles, you've co-created this throne with spirit, right? And spirit's now giving you the green light, giving you the way, showing you the path to sit there comfortably, regardless of what might be frozen around you, regardless of what might be stagnant or still, right? Snow can also be stillness. Regardless of that, it's you still feeling worthy of what you desire, you still feeling worthy of a new beginning, right? And you've earned that. This feels like a very earned self-worth, okay? By going through this process of completion, this definitely feels like facing those demons, right? Facing those deep emotional wounds, giving those wounds air, right? So that you can be free to create consciously what you do desire, which is beautiful. Very beautiful. So sacral and crown chakra energy for this new moon in Cancer, guys. I love it. Absolutely love it. There are some chakra playlists, or a chakra playlist on my playlist section that has a lot of frequency healing music for the 7 main chakras and a few other chakras, I think, or at least I'll be adding some more in there. But make sure you guys are tapping into that sacral energy, that orange, whether that's even eating orange foods, can also help activate your sacral chakra. Okay, looking up sacral chakra yoga, or just exercises that connect to that sacral chakra. If you like to work out, that's another way to get that energy center active. But also just sitting in those frequencies, absorbing those frequencies, meditating on your sacral, imagining that orange energy spinning. Is it counterclockwise? I think it's counterclockwise. Yeah, spinning counterclockwise, like imagining like filling your sacral chakra can also align it and alleviate any blocks that you might still be dealing with, especially when it comes to bringing some sort of emotional pain into completion and falling into some sense of self-worth, okay? But with that crown chakra of creation, you're going to be getting a lot of downloads. Again, you might be feeling very heavy in that yin energy, right? That creative feminine energy. And that's just spirit guiding you to your path, right? That's just spirit helping you step into this new cycle of self-worth, which is absolutely beautiful, okay? All right, so we're going to dig a little deeper into this with the Chakra Wisdom Tarot. Absolutely love this deck. And then we'll end on a Work Your Light Oracle, and that will be our reading. All right, guys. So thank you so much for being here and hanging out. Hi, Yada. Perfect way to cap off my 21st. Ah, happy 21st. Oh, that's awesome. Hi, Jody. Definitely ready for the next cycle. Yes. Absolutely. We are all getting into that. So that new galactic year starting on the 26th, right? That's coming in. So this is going to, again, give feminine energy that second level of ascension. Masculine energies, you're going to be feeling that rise of feminine yin energy within yourself, okay? But yeah, the cycle is about to be so awesome, so fulfilling, right? So freeing for a lot of feminine energy, right? With that self-worth. So I'm excited. Thank you guys so much for being here. All right. Thank you, ancestors and divine. What does the collective need to know about completion in the sacral chakra? What do they need to know about completion? Wow, the Hanged Woman. Okay, so I know that this came out in our daily reading for today. Check that out if you guys haven't already. It took a while to process, but it's up, it's posted. But this is third eye, okay? So again, gaining new perspective from all of the emotional pain, all of the emotional lessons, all of the releasing that you've had to do, the detaching that you've had to do, okay? Gaining new perspective in that third eye on why, the why behind it. Why did you have to let go of the people you had to let go of? Why did, you had to go through those lessons? What was the purpose behind it? So coming into that awareness, coming into that new perspective, which is going to align you. I definitely feel for that new cycle of self-worth, okay? But with the Hanged Woman, that is soul energy. So again, yeah, whatever this past 2-year cycle for that particular group, not everybody has been in that 2-year cycle. Some have been on 7-year cycles. Others have been on 13-year cycles. So we're all at different points in different processes, but those that feel that completion energy coming in, when it comes to their emotions, when it comes to their energy, when it comes to feelings, right? You feel like, okay, I'm finally getting over these certain things, or I'm finally at peace with what's happened in the past. It was all in a lesson of perspective for you, changing your perspective on how you see things, how you connect to things, how you relate to your environment has brought about some sort of emotional completion, okay? Thank you, ancestors and divine. What else does the collective need to know about completion in the sacral chakra? Ooh, 4 of Cups. This also came out in the daily. All right. So this is that sense of being a little dissatisfied, right? Also feeling as though there's more to be had. There's more to feel. There's more out there. This also gives me a lot of dreamy energy as well. This is heart chakra energy. Okay. So understanding that what you've been through up to this point has served a purpose to get you in a position and to get you in that mindset, right? Of understanding what you truly do desire, what truly does fulfill you, what does bring you emotional completion and a sense of balance, right? Because 4 is an energy of foundation and grounding. So in order for you to step into this new cycle of self-worth, you had to gain that new perspective on what you were emotionally feeling and connecting with, and even what the thoughts you were telling yourself about what you felt, right? So if it was that you felt sad or angry, there could have been a part of you that was telling you that anger was wrong, that sadness was wrong, or, conflicting you in that way to where it carried the sense of stagnancy, right? Because your mind and your heart weren't aligned on what you were really and truly feeling. Thank you, love. Yes, everything you manifested coming, absolutely. So getting into that alignment, right? Getting into that alignment, finding that new perspective so that you can desire what you truly do deserve. So that, again, yes, what you want is actually in alignment with what you feel. And I think that is what was throwing this cycle of manifestation off for this group, was that what you were feeling wasn't in alignment with what you desired. You were still holding on to those old narratives and those old paradigms and those old belief systems about what was possible for you, or what was what you were able to attain, or even just what you were able to create, right? That all you could experience in life was sadness because of all the pain that you've been through. So not allowing yourself to create room for more. And that's what that 4 of Cups is all about, right? That those 3 cups, you're in it, you were looking at them, you were analyzing them, understanding, and slowly but surely coming to that new perspective that there was more to be desired, that there is more to be had. And that was coming through in the awareness and the awakening of your heart chakra. Okay, so now you're in this sense of transition as this cycle completes out and you step into this self-worth cycle. It's understanding that those 3 cups, right, got you to where you are, right? Going through those 3 connections, finding that balance within your own trinity, right, has taught you the self-worth and the self-love that you need. or at least giving you access to the awareness of what that would look like. And now you're going to spend this next cycle mapping that out, fleshing that out in reality, right? So it's no longer going to just be, I know this cycle's ending, I know I want better. It's going to be, I'm actually stepping in and doing better, and it's happening in my face. Like, it's tangible. It's becoming tangible. Thank you so much, ancestors and divine. What's the overall for completion for the collective that they need to know? What does the collective need to know overall about completion? Okay. Yeah. Ooh, I love that. 3 of Wands, solar plexus energy, exactly. Waiting on that cycle to come in. Waiting on all that you've been trying to manifest, all that you've desired to finally start coming in. So if you've been spending a lot of time in your spiritual energy, manifesting in spirit, now that is all going to start aligning in the physical world for you. And that's that new cycle of self-worth. So it's like getting in that preparation, getting in that mode of believing and having faith and trusting that that ship is going to come in, right? Sitting at that edge of the water, knowing and having that full faith and alignment within yourself, within your spiritual energy, within your passion to find that completion. Let me, hi Luna, can I ask a free question? Luna, we'll do questions at the end. Okay, I'm going to get through the rest of this, and then yeah, you can definitely ask me a question, okay? But definitely tap into that solar plexus, making sure that your confidence is in alignment with what you desire, making sure that you aren't losing faith in what you desire, right? Not losing faith that what you do want and what you do plan on manifesting is deserving of you, right? We're going to get into the self-worth next. So thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you, ancestors. What does the collective need to know about self-worth? All right. Oh, yeah, more solar plexus energy, the 10 of Cups. It's that emotional fulfillment. Oh, I love that. So some of you are definitely coming into some connections, some relationships that are going to bring you a lot of emotional fulfillment. I also felt emotional freedom. For some of you, that's going to mean something. Feeling emotionally free, which is going to be a part of that self-worth. Not feeling like you have to hold back your emotions or not fully feel what you feel, right? There's something in there for someone out there, okay? But this 10 of Cups is that, oh, hi, Seth. Thank you so much for being here. Love and light to you too. But it's that sense of pure joy, pure happiness, pure fulfillment when it comes to what you truly feel, that connective energy, right? Feeling worthy of that, even if, so again, yes, speaking of that reality, right? Not matching that throne just yet. Even if you are still single, you're not dating anybody, but you do desire this, it's believing that you're worthy of it, right? That self-worth, that you do want that fulfillment emotionally. You do want that balance and emotional bliss and that joy and that safety. And feeling confident about that. Being confident that this is a part of your new cycle, right? For some of you, it's that disbelief, right? Where we go back to completion, feeling as though you're going to always be in that cycle of pain or that cycle of sadness, but having the confidence now and knowing that that family life or just that sense of fulfillment in family, in love, in your career, and just your passions in your life energy is coming for you. So I love that. I love that. I love that. Yeah, a lot of you, this was like even you feeling like you weren't ever going to have a family, or, you know, and I send my condolences if you've experienced the loss of a loved one, of a lover, right? Feeling like that was the only person that you could have had a family with. But Spirit's coming in to kind of boost your confidence and help you change that perspective and give you the strength, right, to will in that new family. That although yes, that was unfortunate that you lost your lover in that way, that doesn't mean that you still can't have the family that you dreamed of, right? It still doesn't mean that. And that's going to be for just a couple of you. All right, thank you so much, ancestors and divine. What else does the collective need to know about self-worth? What else does the collective need to know about self-worth? Oh, okay. Oh, that's a lot of energy, Spirit. Okay. Sorry, y'all. That was way too many cards, Spirit. Okay. Let's be concise, ancestors. Thank you so much. What does the collective need to know? Thank you. Ace of Swords. There we go. Root chakra energy. So again, aligning with your truth, understanding your, gaining mental clarity again around the possibility of this 10 cups. So for some of you, and this is only going to be for some of you, okay, you definitely experienced the loss of a lover. You might be a widow, and felt as if, you won't have that family life that you desired with your person that did pass. And that I feel like there was this sense of guilt around desiring a family after this, your husband or your partner or your wife passed. And so now you're getting down to the root of what you truly do feel, what you truly do desire, gaining clarity around your self-worth, right? Around what you do wish to create, what your soul wishes to create, which is that 10 of Cups connection, okay? So overcoming any guilt around desiring that after the loss of a loved one. That's going to be for some of you. Okay, for others of you, this is just you like standing in your truth of, I want a family. I want to be emotionally fulfilled. I deserve to have everything that I desire. I deserve that life that I've been dreaming of. I deserve to feel that in this lifetime, right? And standing in that, like building a foundation of love and that 10 of Cups off of that truth of self-worth, off of a clear vision of what you are worth, what is a good vibrational match to you, right? Understanding that, seeing that clearly. Because I think for a lot of you, what that 2-year cycle or that sense of completion came out of not seeing yourself clearly, not seeing what you are worth or your value clearly. So what you were manifesting didn't align with what you truly desired because you weren't seeing yourself in alignment with who you truly were, right? So now not having any shame around your self-worth or no inhibitions around your self-worth, no embarrassment or just type of shyness or just kind of uncomfortableness or unsurety, like not being, that's not the word I want. What's the word, Spirit? Feeling uncertain, I guess you could say that, about your worth only manifested those cycles of pain. But now that you are certain with that Ace of Swords, right? You know the clear truth and honest truth of what you are worth. That 10 of Cups is coming in for you. So that's absolutely beautiful. Absolutely beautiful, okay? Thank you so much, ancestors. What's the overall for self-worth? Thank you, thank you, thank you for this collective. Yeah. 7 of Cups. So it's ending that cycle of emotional confusion, ending that cycle of emotional muddiness, not being clear in what you truly want and what you desire. This is also having options, right? And we talked about earlier having your thoughts and your feelings align for your manifestation, right? So again, it was for some of you knowing your worth. You knew the truth of your worth. You know that you deserve this 10 of Cups, but there was still some emotional uncertainty or fogginess, right? That was blocking that manifestation of your self-worth. I hope that makes sense, right? Because you can feel that you're worthy of it, but when we're talking about manifesting it and making it happen, it's like the thoughts of it and the feelings have to align. So again, for some of you, it was just thinking of it, and you're thinking, maybe daydreaming, but not necessarily feeling the worth deep down. That was due to some sort of emotional confusion, some sort of fogginess in your crown chakra, okay? And again, I feel like it was tied to that cycle of that's coming to an end, not feeling like you're worthy, only attaching yourself to a one outcome when it comes to love, not allowing other opportunities or pathways or perspectives to come in for you to see the love and see your worth and see that alignment that's needed. Yeah. I do feel like your guides or ancestors might have taken you through a lot, right? Giving you a lot of heavy downloads emotionally that might have just been overwhelming. which then kind of clouded your judgment or clouded your judgment on whether or not you deserve this 10 of Cups, whether or not you were in alignment for that 10 of Cups, right? Whether or not that was something that you truly wanted. So it does feel like some of you are coming out of that fog, which is really beautiful. And I do feel like some of that fog could have just been created by your environment, right? Feeling as though, well, my environment isn't in alignment with what I really desire, so that must mean that I'm not getting it, or that must mean I don't really want it, or that must mean it's not a part of my truth. And that's not the case, right? That's what you had to go into that hangwoman position, that hangman position, to see and understand that the best is yet to come with this 4 of Cups and the 3 of Wands, right? That what you have in alignment right now, you manifested from an old place. So now that you're in this new energy, what you're going to manifest is now going to start coming in. Do you see what I'm saying? For a lot of you, you've been actively manifesting while in this environment that doesn't fit you. And now you're going to start seeing that alignment happen in the 3D. Okay. Thank you so much, ancestors and divine. Let's look into creation for the crown chakra. What does the collective need to know about creation? Wow, another ace of cups. Wow. All right, collective, y'all better go ahead. Y'all better go with these aces. That's mastery. I mean, that's beautiful, right? That's truly understanding and believing in the power of love, truly accepting and being open and vulnerable to love, and how love can be present in your life, how you can create love in your life. Again, whether this is love of self or love of someone else, this feels like a divine cup of love that you are receiving, which again is that co-creative energy through your crown chakra. So all of that confusion with this 7 of Cups is clearing out in this new cycle of self-worth. I feel like for those that are coming off that 2-year cycle, your ability to hear divine guidance is going to get super sharp and super clear, to where you won't be able to doubt it, right? And I do feel like that was a part of that cycle of completion. As those old emotional wounds were coming to an end, your intuition and your ability to connect with the divine was amplifying, but it was causing a lot of confusion because you're getting the download of the self-worth cycle, right? But you're still emotionally attached to the old cycle. So that's where that conflict was. But now you're going to be stepping into this clarity in your crown chakra with creation, and stepping into that new cycle of self-love, that cycle of self-awareness, that cycle of creating from a space of love and not from a space of pain, okay? You also have the Ace of Swords here, so not only are you dealing with mental clarity, but you're going to be dealing and operating from an emotionally clear space, okay? Thank you so much, ancestors and divine. What else does the collective need to know about creation? 9 of Swords, yeah, there you go. Clearing out that worry, clearing out that anxiety, clearing out any of the confusion. I do feel like heavy anxiety and worry though. So like being nervous or worried or overly concerned with your ability or your capability of creating something new, right? So not allowing your environment, and I feel like that's kind of been the theme for the past couple days, is not allowing your environment to define your reality if it's not what you desire, right? If where you are now is not where you want to be or isn't where you want to end, then allow yourself that emotional space and that emotional capacity to dream, feel, sense, and create beyond it, right? Don't put that limit on yourself just because everything around you makes you feel limited, all right? That's going to be for a certain number of you, but this 9 of Swords energy, again, being very conscious about what we do create, right? Our thoughts and our emotions create our reality. So if you are anxious and worried, but thinking of self-love, that's going to be conflicting, right? If you are feeling nervous about something, but constantly telling your mind, well, no, we're not nervous, or ignoring the nerves, you're out of alignment, right? It's okay to say, yeah, I'm concerned or I'm worried about this new beginning, but don't let that stop you, right? So again, allowing yourself to show up for the creative process with spirit, okay, but not blocking that creation by being overly concerned about the outcome or overly attached to the outcome or worrying so much or overthinking about it. Yeah, for a lot of you, again, with that cycle of completion, it was a lot of overthinking your emotions, right? Being a little too self-critical about what you were feeling. So with this Ace of Cups, it's like letting those real and true feelings and emotions flow, so that you can come up out of that worry and that anxiety around what you are trying to create, what you are trying to manifest, or what you do feel, not holding any judgments about what you do feel and embracing that, okay? Yes, tapping into your warrior, not the warrior. I love that, Seth. Thank you so much. That's right on point. So really believing that the universe has your back, right? Believing in that universal love, and that energy of love is always constantly supporting you, okay? And finding power and strength in that, security in that, because this is your root chakra, which is then going to free you from any anxieties about what you do desire to create. So it's like not overthinking it, right? Just going with the flow. Even if it doesn't work out, even if the outcome doesn't happen the way that you thought, it brought you to a certain point where now you're a little bit more clear, you're a little bit more free, you're a little bit more wise about what to do, how to do it, how to manage it for that next cycle and that next wave, okay? So understanding that creation is a process as well, right? Some of you guys have to start trusting that process a little bit more and not be so worried. Yeah, for some of you, it's natural, especially when you're starting off learning about the law of attraction. It can be easy to fall into that expectancy where it's like, okay, well, I feel it and I've been thinking about it and I'm aligned, but it didn't happen, right? It's not going to happen overnight, right? Things take time to create. The energy has to be right. Things have to be in alignment, right? So finding that sense of calm in the wait period is also going to help you guys. Not allowing your thoughts to overrule your emotions to the point where you're blocking this self-love, you're blocking this Ace of Cups, you're blocking that understanding that love is constantly supporting you, okay? What's the overall for creation for this collective? Thank you so much. Ending on the solar plexus, 3 of Cups. Believing in your own abundance, right? Coming into that union, that connection, that mind, body, soul balance. Being aware that that's where you want to create from, right? That sense of groundedness in your own will, groundedness in your own energy, groundedness in your own frequency, right? So that you're creating not what someone else wants you to create, not what looks good for other people, but you're creating what fits you, right? Because you are a unique soul. You're a unique imprint on this world and in this world, all right? So getting more in tune with that Ace of Cups, right? Not allowing your thoughts to overrule your emotions and allowing your soul and that energy of your solar plexus to scream out with joy. So for some of you that maybe relate a little bit more or connect more with that energy of creation or feeling very creative right now, you're going to really want to work on your lower chakras, okay? Your root, your sacral, and your solar. That's all depicted here. Keeping that in alignment is what's going to give you that foundation to build upon, okay? So tap into that. I do have some lower chakra healing meditation music in my chakra playlist on my channel. So make sure you guys are checking that out. You can feel free to explore those channels that are featured there because they have a lot of different ways of connecting with sound and frequencies and find what works best for you. Yes, scream out with joy. Fall in today. Absolutely no self-shaming at all. Do not self-shame. If you feel what you feel, own it. Owning what you feel is a key here. That's what's going to help you feel more confident in that self-worth. That's what's going to help you bring that cycle into completion and give you that foundation of creation, right, in this new cycle. I love it. I absolutely love it. All right, let's go ahead and quickly grab some inspiration or some guidance from Work Your Light Oracle. And then, Luna Love, if you're still here, I will answer your question, okay? Thank you guys so much for all your interactions and hanging out with me for this new moon in Cancer reading. This was absolutely beautiful, guys. Like, phenomenal energy. I love it. So thank you, ancestors and divine. What do you need this collective to know for the new moon in Cancer or this spread? What do you need the collective to know for the new moon in Cancer or this spread? All right. First 2 out is leap. All right. This is that Fool energy. You go first. The universe will catch you. All right. So again, allowing yourself to create space for what you truly desire. tapping into that self-confidence to go for it, right? To take that leap of faith and trust that what the universe is supporting you, right? That the universe is not here to punish you. The universe isn't here to shame you, right? Just like Seth said, not here to shame you at all, here to support what you truly want and to lead you towards your own authenticity, okay? So you might be feeling that courage and that strength to go for what you desire, to take that first step around the full moon that's coming, that'll come up. Okay, so just keep that in mind. We also have unbound, releasing soul patterns, contracts, and past lives. That's exactly what's coming into completion here, yeah? Those past lives, those past life connections, those things that did not work out here in the 3D, right? Those cycles that are old and stale, letting that all go. Releasing yourself, unbounding yourself, right? So again, I do feel for some of you, because we are experiencing a lot of death here. Currently, just to the pandemic, it's just understanding that whatever wasn't completed with those loved ones, right, that have passed on, that it doesn't mean that you can't or you don't deserve to experience something different or something new, right? It doesn't mean that the dreams that you had with that person won't come true. It's just not that person that's going to bring those dreams or help you manifest those dreams, right? So for some of you, that's going to be important. For others of you, this is like literal emotional cleansing, spiritual cleansing, coming to an end of being attached to patterns, paradigms, perspectives that just don't serve your new founded self-worth, right? Your new identity in who you are and your new awareness of who you are, okay? Soul patterns also came out in our daily reading for today, so make sure you guys check that out. There's some good information in there, but thank you, ancestors. We just need one more. What else do you have for this collective? What else do we need to know about the new moon in Cancer energy? Beautiful. Okay. Ooh, I love it. Boundaries. Where do you need to establish better boundaries? Again, there's that self-worth. Knowing what you're worth and not allowing anything that is below that to penetrate or to attach onto you, right? Setting the boundaries energetically, mentally, spiritually, emotionally, right? Around what's your truth, right? What brings you truth and clarity and groundedness, and what keeps you in your head with illusions, right? Especially when it comes to this 10 of Cups that I feel like so many of you want to manifest or want to be a part of or want to experience. Not allowing yourself to, not allowing self-sabotage to even come in either. Setting those boundaries with yourself and with others is going to be super important. But I do feel like that is a part of that Cancerian energy, that mothering energy that is coming in to give you the strength to create that space, right? For healing and for growth and for nurturing on this new cycle of self-worth. So for a lot of you, this cycle of self-worth is all about boundaries, all about saying no, right? Not saying yes, not overextending yourself, not overgiving. Okay, a lot of that is going to be what's going on for so many of you. Yeah. And I feel like that's what's going to give you that confidence to then take that leap and step into that creative space, right? To really create the life that you want, because you are mastering boundaries in all aspects. Understanding that just because you think something or someone else thinks something of you doesn't mean that that's a part of your narrative. You control your narrative, okay? Very, very beautiful. So I love how it's unbound and boundaries. So release yourself that bounds you, and then set up those walls or set those parameters or those barriers around what you just released, right? So you don't fall back into it and you take that leap forward. Oh, 2020. Thank you so much, Seth. Oh my goodness. A gemster's words aren't solely enough, nor small monetary offering for your depth and guidance, your energy, patience, and healing through clarity. Oh, thank you with each one. Thank you for your impelling vibration. Thank you so much, Steph. You are such a light. I love, 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 love. Sending so much love your way. Okay, Ashe to you as well. Thank you for being here. Thank you for supporting the collective with your light and coming in and just being so awesome. I really appreciate that donation. You guys are awesome. But that is your reading for now. I don't know if Luna Love is still here. and has her question. Tyreek, hey, can you do a reading for me? So Tyreek, if you check the description box, you can follow the instructions on how to contact me for a reading. I'd love to do a reading for you, okay? My one-time lover that I'm always dreaming about and I have a substantial relationship, even though there's currently no contact. I'm in love with him. Okay, you know what, Luna love? Yes. Why don't you go ahead, check the description box. I won't put your, that's your personal energy out on this video. But if you email me, I'll go ahead and answer that question for free for you, okay? But yeah, send that to me in an email, Luna. That's all in the description box. You can email me at cuspofrosestarot@gmail.com, and I'll definitely, I'll do a quick write-up for you, okay, and send a picture, or I might send you a video. I'll feel it out. We'll work it out through there. But yeah, guys, thank you guys so much for being here. I truly do appreciate each and every one of you. If you enjoyed this reading, please give me a thumbs up, okay? It helps get it out to all of our other family members out there in the YouTube universe, right, that want to come and join our family, or just need to be aware that we exist here. But thank you guys so much for all of your love and support. I truly, truly am grateful for it. And I hope that this new moon in Cancer energy really just gives you guys that push, that encouragement to go for that new cycle, right? To stand firm in that self-worth, because you guys have worked so hard for it. I can feel that. I can definitely feel that hard work that you've put into it, okay? For those that are nearing that completion, congratulations. For those that are still in that completion energy, you got that. And then for those that are going to be hitting that creative peak with universe, take that leap, okay? Do not overthink it. Do not let your mind cloud your emotions, okay? Make sure that they are in alignment and you are stepping into that warrior energy, just like Steph said, right? And not worrying about it, but being encouraged by that, right? Finding the power and the strength in that. So thank you guys so much. I look forward to hearing from you all for the readings. If you would like a personal reading, again, check out the description box, follow the instructions on how to contact me, and I will talk to you all soon. Namaste.